the Tableau Desktop 6 assignment, where we are going to do working with date functions, working with aggregate functions, and using quick table calculations to analyze data. Alright, the first step is to open the starter file in Tableau, which I've already downloaded right here and opened up in Tableau. Alright, step 2, create a calculated field named days to ship that determines the days between order date and ship date, and save the calculated field. The hint, at the top of the data pane, click the drop-down arrow and select create calculated field. So the top of the data pane, and create calculated fields. In the name field in the editor, type days to ship. Days to ship. In the calculation area of the editor, type and use autocomplete to use the date function to find the number of days between order date and ship date using the following syntax: date diff day, order date, ship date. I think I can just copy and paste this. Yep. Alright, and the calculation is valid. Click OK to save the calculation. Alright, and that's the expected result, and that is what we got. Step number 3, create a crosstab that shows days to ship broken down by category and subcategory. In the data pane, drag category to rows. Okay. Drag subcategory to rows to the right of category, so subcategory to the right of category and rows. Drag days to ship to text on the marks card or to the ABC placeholders in the view. So days to ship. Alright, and that changes these ABC things to all the numbers. Alright, and that's the expected result, and that is what we got. Step number 4, change the aggregation of days to ship from sum to average. And on the marks card, right-click Sum, Days to Ship. Point to Measure Sum, select Average. So, measure sum, and then we'll switch it to average. Perfect. Alrighty, and that's the expected result, and that is what we got. Alright, now let's check. What is the average number of days to ship for envelopes? That would be 3.9708. Alright, and it's correct. And this is just the solution to the activity. In this module, you learned about date functions available to you in Tableau and how to use them to calculate fields. Understanding date function, how to use them to manipulate and calculate dates will help you create more efficient views. Alright, see you in the next try it section. Alright, I've read through working with aggregate functions section, and now we're going to do the try it section, use aggregate functions in a profit ratio calculation. I've already downloaded the file below and opened it in Tableau off the video. Alright, that was the step 1, now to step 2. Create a view that displays the total profit by category and year of order date with profit shown in color and as a text label. Let's look at the hint from the data pane. Drag category to columns. Drag order date to rows. And then drag profit to color on the marks card. So pretty. Alright, step 2. In this, on the analysis menu, click Show Marks Labels. Alright, and that's the expected results, and that is what we have for that. Step 3. Create a profit ratio field using a row level calculation and add it to the placing profit. At the top of the data pane, click the drop down arrow and then click Create Calculate Field. Alternatively, select Create Calculate Field from the Analysis menu. I haven't done the Analysis one yet, so maybe I'll do this there, just so we know different parts. In the calculation editor, type profit ratio in the name field. Profit ratio. Enter this formula, profit over sales oh my gosh, let me spell. Profit, shoot, I used that. Profit over sales. Click OK. From the data pane, drag the profit ratio field to the marks card and drop it in the profit field, placing it. Let me watch what they do right there. Alright, replacing that. Okay, so profit ratio. Alright, and that is the expected result. And oh, accidentally opened that up. Don't need that. Right. Yep, that's what we got. Let me just double check. This is all I need to do for that step. Yep. Alright, step 4. Set the profit ratio field's format as a percentage with 1 decimal place. Hint for Tableau Desktop, which is what we're on. In the data pane, right-click profit ratio, point to default properties, and then click number format. So profit ratio, default properties. Number format. In the default number format, profit ratio dialog box clicks percentage and set decimal places to 1. So click percentage, decimal place to 1. Click OK to apply the change and close the dialog box. Perfect. Alright, and that was that. And then there's the expected result for that. Yep, that works. Step 5. Use the view you've assembled so far to answer the following question. According to the row level calculation you created, what is the lowest profit percentage in the lowest profit percentage? I don't actually, hold on. Why are all those numbers like that? Okay, they're supposed to be like that. The lowest one. Alright, so far 1486. Oh, 5701. Looks like 5701. Oh wait, no, that's 1486, not. Okay, yeah, it's 1486 is the lowest. Alright, correct, good. When using the row level calculation, even the lowest profit ratio has a very high percentage. Step 6, and I believe the final step, yep. Edit the profit ratio calculated field to aggregate profit and sales separately. Then drag the edited profit ratio field to the mark card and drop it directly over the previous calculation to replace it and repair the view. In the data pane, right-click profit ratio and click Edit. Edit. In the calculation editor, edit the calculation to sum profit, sum sales. So, sum profit and sum sales. I'm pretty sure that's, yep, that's what we wanted. Click OK. The field on the marks card will turn red and the view will fade. From the data pane, drag the edited profit ratio fields to the marks card and drop it on sum profit ratio, replacing it. Note, in Tableau Desktop, the field will remain formatted as a percentage. In Tableau Server and Tableau Cloud, you will need to reformat it as a percentage. Great work. You've built a... Oh, and there's the expected results. And that is what we have. What was the profit ratio for office supplies in 2019? 19.1%. Alright, looks like we got it right. And that's just the solution to this. Module summary for working with aggregate functions. In this module, you learn the purpose of aggregate functions, how Tableau automatically applies aggregation, and how aggregate functions work in ratio calculations. You also learn to use the mathematical order of operations as desired, so your visualizations provide the results you need. All right. That is it for this section. There's one more left, just using quick table calculations to analyze data, so I will see you in the next try it section. Alright, this is the last try it section for this week's homework. Read through the using quick table calculations to analyze data section in this module. I've already downloaded the file below to use with this activity, and I'm going to follow the steps below to complete this activity. Step 1, open the starter file in Tableau. I've already done that. Step 2, create a bar chart that shows sales by year of order. Alright, so we're going to start by clicking on this hint. From the data pane, drag sales to rows and order date to columns. So, sales to rows and order date to columns. On the marks card in the drop-down menu, change the mark type to bar. Alright, that's the expected result, and that is what we've got right here. Alright, step 3. Consider the quick table calculations available and answer the following question. Which quick table calculation can you use to compute the percentage change of sales over time? I think it is this one, and that would be correct. Year-over-year growth. Alright, apply a year-over-year growth quick table calculation to sales in the view. Hint. On rows, click the sum sales drop-down arrow, point to quick table calculation, and click year-over-year growth. So, sum sales, quick, and year-over-year growth. Alright, and that's the expected result, and that is what we've got. Step 5, color and code the bars with the percent difference, and in Tableau Desktop hide 2017 from the view. Control plus drag the quick table calculation for some sales from rows to color on the marks card. Alright, so I'm holding down the control button, got some sales, and to color on the marks card. In Tableau Desktop only, that's what we're doing, in the view, right-click the field header for 2017, click Hide. Alright, because we don't really need that, there's nothing being shown there. Alright, great work. You've applied a year-over-year growth quick table calculation to see the percent difference in table sales across the years. To complete this activity, use your work to answer the following question. Answer question. Alright, knowledge check. In 2018, what was the percent difference of table sales compared with the previous year? So 2018, the percent difference of table sales compared with the previous year. It would be negative 13.7, as seen right there. Submit. Right? Yep, that's correct. And that's just... Alright. Cool. And that is everything Alright, and just to show you that I've completed all 3 of these for this week, I did working with date functions, check, working with aggregate functions, check, and using quick table calculations to analyze data, check. Alright, and that's everything.